Good morning, GPM. Welcome to another April, another devotion for today. As we continue on reading one chapter of Gospel of John, we're continuing to look and to study more about who Jesus was. Yesterday, for our Sunday message, we started a new series called Jesus Is, and it's going to look into who Jesus is here on this world and here on this earth, and who He was to us and to the millions of people that have encountered Jesus. So today, something interesting happens, and you guys probably know from the Gospel of John, we decided to take a closer look at water as an imagery. And so today we come across this very familiar passage about a man, a lame man, next to a pool of water, namely the pool of Bethesda. Now, legend has it that when that pool would move, right, it was that an angel came from the sky and the angel entered into the pool. Whoever jumped into this pool would be healed of whatever infirmities or sickness that they had. So naturally people came and flocked. Whether that legend was true or not, it seemed like this water, this pool of Bethesda, had some sort of healing property. And so we meet this man. He's been lame. He was sitting there for 38 years, it says. We're not too sure if he was 38 and he was born lame, or whether he was older and he had an accident and he was there for a long time. Regardless, he's been there for a very long time, and he's sitting next to the pool of water. And unfortunately, because he is lame, he can't beat other people jumping into the pool before him. And that's what he explains to Jesus as he finds him. And so what we talked about water, right? Water seems to be this key phrase that comes up, a key imagery that comes up in the Gospel of John. And if we kind of meditate on this idea, I think we're all sitting next to some type of pool. Some type of pool of Bethesda, and for one reason or another, it feels like we aren't able to jump in. There's a great opportunity, we miss it. There's another great opportunity, somebody else gets there before me. Maybe I'm not qualified, maybe I'm not good enough. Whatever the case might be, we're sitting there and we just can't, it's just at the tip of our fingers and we just keep losing it, and feels like that sometimes in our lives. But here's another thing, it's that we're chasing after the wrong pool. Jesus is the living water that we continually need to be in communion with. We need to continue to be in the living water. And Jesus came as the Son of God, as God Himself, to give us that new life. And so today, as we reflect on John chapter 5, I pray that you guys will have a chance to read through it and to reflect on, again, the Gospel of John is going to present you with Jesus. He does something miraculous, and it's going to give us two different perspectives. One perspective from the religious leaders and one perspective from the person who was healed. And it's going to ask us the question. We're going to read this, and it's asking us who we think Jesus is. Are we going to think like the Pharisees, that He's just some teacher that's breaking the law, or is he a life giver? Is He the living fountain? And so we need to come up with this answer. We need to come up with this decision. So thank you so much for joining us and joining me for another day of devotion. I'll see you tomorrow.